Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Just getting the server set up here so we can log in. Okay. We have our client up, but we've just got to get the Google authentication working again. Every time you take a new copy down of the game at the moment, I need to patch back in the client auth key for Google. So we're just going to do that quickly. Okay. Got to re-log into the Cloud Console, Google Cloud Console, and get that out quickly. ESC. That. MMO. APIs and services. Credentials. MMO. OAuth 2.0 client IDs. Client ID. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Set that up. Okay, then we set the server back up. Okay. Now, just to be sure, we will restart the client. npm run dev. npm run dev. Okay. Let's finally get into it. Hopefully we can open the local host here. Should be booting up soon. Give it a second. Wonder if we can get the settings in this to 1080p. Maybe I can just try with the way that I narrate to the window here. Try and do a 1080p window and stretch it a bit there. Something like that. And if we stretch that to the screen. Okay, now we should be able to try our localhost. How's that looking anyway? Transform. Touch the screen. We'll give that a go. So this is my local server and I am the admin on it. So I'm running this locally to test the phishing PR that I have before I log on today. So what we'll do is we'll go through a bit of the narration of what we're doing today. So we'll just log in and then we'll show where we are in the world and then start a bit of an overview. So I'm going to start here, preparing into Jake's world here. I haven't worked out how to get the town to work yet, so we're just spawning in near the water at the moment, okay? Just F11 this to make it a bit nicer. Can we? Oh, because we can't full screen yet. I have to customize it another day. But at the moment, so we've equipped the fishing rod. I use the admin privileges to give the fishing rod. That's the icon in the thing. I'm actually already fishing level 2 from a bit of testing. I think there's 99 levels at the moment. So when you've got a fishing rod equipped, I believe at the moment if you're 8 meters near the water, you can cast in here and you'll see this bobble. Now once the bobble catches, you'll be able to press space, and then you've got to play a little mini game here to actually reel in the fish. And the first one we caught there was a raw minnow. So how it works, this one has, the version is server validated. It's got a timed bite and a line tension struggle. We have 5 fish rarities. We have junk catches, skill progression, weight, and bag pressure, and support for both human players and AI agents under the same rules. I haven't tested the AI agent part yet, but that is also being added as part, will be added as part of my PR. And we also made sure fish do not stack. They were originally stacking, but now each individual catch occupies bag space and adds weight. So why did I add fishing first? This is OpenMMO, is a open source browser-based MMO that's built by Jake Song, the creator of Lineage and Arcade. And he was working on Arcade Chronicles before he started this at home, while he's, I think, in between things. So the fishing is the first gathering profession. I enjoy it a lot in MMOs, and it's something that I wanted to build and just learn a bit about how to build a skill in a game. We're currently using the current river systems that are in the world, and working within that, I define the fish and the items and the merchants, and learned a bit about 3D modeling and animations this weekend to be able to get this to work. So yeah, this P is pretty stacked for the PR. It's going to have a bit of a skill foundation, core fishing, struggle, the agent support, river fishing, the art, the rod acquisition through Rika, and a bit of the economy. So again, we'll go over the loop of casting the fishing rod again. So you cast the rod, you come to the water, click the rod. So I've got the reel in, you got to give tension with S here, and then space again. We caught another raw minnow. So the loop starts by, you can buy a fishing rod from Rika for 3 silver, and it equips into the main hand. With the rod equipped, you click the water up to 8 meters away, and the client recognizes that click, and you hear that whoosh sound and see that fishing casting animation. We got 4 out of 5 rounds here. Should be a better fish. We caught a raw trout. So the first version, I think, was looking for water below sea level, but then it rejected all the inland rivers. So the final version, we've just baked it in with the water. I think I have an idea for a future one where we're going to study a bit more about the river system and the ocean system that Jake created, and try to work on top of that to build a river and beach fishing system. Kind of inspired a bit from Arcade and Ultima Online. The other thing that I think would be cool to add is the night and daytime cycles actually getting to different fish. So we'd like to do that. So let's cast again and talk more a bit about the bite and the hook. So the cast takes 1 second. Then the server's choosing the wait time. And when the bite arrives, the bobber will dip. It's just there, but I can't at the moment. Space, space. This might be a bit of junk. Yes, we got a message in a bottle. I don't think we can open or do anything with that in the moment, but again, another PR. So when the bite arrives, the bobber dips and the player has 2.5 seconds to hook, plus a second of network latency. This is judged against the server clock. The client can't stretch it. The trout, not too sure if this fishing time is too fast yet. We'll have to play with it a bit, I think. Then the next thing we can talk about is the fishing, the struggle and the tension. So every hook catch fights for 2 pulls, at least. A common minnow lasts 3 rounds. A legendary gold sturgeon lasts 7. In each round, the fish is either pulling or tiring. When it pulls, we gotta give the line with S, and when it tires, we reel with spacebar. The state is announced, and the log is in the combat log here. A correct answer reduces tension, where a wrong answer adds more. If you reach 100, the line snaps. Let's test So the response window scales with rarity and fishing skill, but it stays between 1.8 and 3 seconds. More difficult fish, therefore the more demanding. We didn't want to make this just a reaction test. Maybe come a bit closer here. Had to fix a part of the animation where we actually had to make it face the river. Ooh, the golden sturgeon, weight 4. Might have to play around with the weights a bit. I don't know how much weight we're actually carrying relative to the bag size at the moment. But yeah, that is the big boy there. That's a 1 in 100. So on the fish, we have 5 types. We have the raw minnow, the raw perch, the raw trout, the river salmon, and the golden sturgeon. Each rarity has a relative catch weight and a threshold for its tier. The better the fish is, the more it weighs in the bag. And the size is rolled when the bite happens. And we also have about, on a level 0, a 15% chance of getting a junk. So you have a message in a bottle, some kelp, or a sunken coin pouch at the moment. Oops, just recast there. That might be something that we have to fix once you've casted, the fact that it overrides, it recasts. But I'm pretty sure a lot of games, if you do recast by mistake, it does let you do that, right? Let's catch a few fish and then maybe we'll talk about a bit more about the inventory and then the economy. Another sturgeon. That seems quite lucky, 2 of those. Might have to consider the rolls here. Let's do a whole bag of fish and then we'll make a call. See how lucky we got. A raw perch. I think what I got to work on tonight is getting the town itself to spawn in my local version, so I can test out some of the NPC features and stuff like that. Oh, we got a lump of kelp this time. That's one of the junk. Yeah. Yeah, one thing I realized when we first built it, the fish were stacking. We didn't want the fish to stack, because then it's too easy to just do a bunch and not have the fish contribute their own weight and size, so it creates a natural decision of, do you go back to town, do you keep fishing, do you drop something else, so do you actually drop the kelp that you have here onto the ground? So we want players to have that decision, and I wanted to keep it, when I'm building this feature, I want to keep it in line with Jake's overall design, so I need to check that as I'm going. That's important as well. And if you can't catch another fish, we'll test it should drop to the ground after we fill up our bag here. Yeah, we might have to reset some of the weight values. Probably what I'm going to check next is if there's the line giveaway if I actually don't react. Let's just check if here the line doesn't come back. We want to get a hook, and then we want it to go away. We don't hook it. Okay, so the fish gets away. The line snaps in 3 seconds. Maybe we'll try again to get the agents working up in a bit, huh? So fishing grants skill XP in the window here. Not character or combat XP. The formula is 10 times rarity. And a hooked catch that escapes gives just 2 XP if it got away like there. Levels shorten the wait and improve rare catch waiting, and widen the struggle windows. The progression will make the player better at fishing at the moment. With the economy, I've tried to anchor the prices here to existing income. And there's some tests around that. We've put some tests for that to make sure future catchers don't get out of hand. But I think, yeah, we're just gonna have to fish and sell a bit more to probably until fully tested this. And work out how much money can be made and can't be made. Well, that one I wasn't quick enough. I didn't have my hand on spacebar and we actually lost there. That was interesting. Okay, we caught our first river salmon. We have 2 fishing animations. The cast with a bit of a reel in, and then there's the idle fishing. So we have caught 4 of the 5 fish, haven't we? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what have we haven't caught yet? Caught a raw minnow, raw perch, raw salmon. No raw trout yet, eh? But we've got 2 golden sturgeons already. There we go. There's the... Oh, we did catch a raw trout early on. Just missed it there. One thing I just want to check. Like there was a problem with the stream. Just gonna check it quick. See if it's still up. Okay, that's good. Up. Check YouTube quickly. I think sometimes YouTube cancels the lag. YouTube still seems to be up, so that's good as well. Okay, so that was just me being a bit worried there, was it? Let's keep going. The next thing I'd like to try to do soon is see if we can actually get the agent to spawn in game. Another sturgeon. Might have to gatekeep these behind levels. Is that... Should you be able to catch a sturgeon straight away, do you think? Or should you need some bare minimum levels to be able to get that? Yeah, back-to-back sturgeons. I'm thinking other fixes before PR. What is the total weight? Then it was the other fix that we wanted to do was should there be a minimum fishing level to fish up to fish. I think that's probably a good idea. Might be a good idea. Trout, wait, 1. Gotta make the golden sturgeon maybe a bit more shiny, eh? Yeah, I think because the sturgeon, see, if you're not kept by level, it does seem quite easy to get a sturgeon. More sturgeons, more sturgeons. Are there any features that you guys would like to see? We'll test the break in there. This one should break. The River Summer. Yeah, the interesting thing when Jack made this game is he allows the ability for agents to do the same as player characters. So the agent is also able to fish, to my understanding. So for an agent, the time hook, the real responses are similar to existing movements. And the LLM actually makes the decision to fish and where. So for the fishing, when the agent's fishing, he either chooses to or not to. And responses are simply incorrect or incorrect. Only the outcome goes back to the model, so it's not obviously making micro decisions on everything. Everything's produced on the server, the results. So the water validation, timer, species, attention, XP, inventory, delivery, and escape. The browser makes the mechanic readable. That's what the browser is doing. Just gonna see if there's a way I can get a agent to come and fish next to me. Anyway, that's what I'd like to work out if we can. Guess we'll load up a full bag as well and see if fish actually drop to the floor or not. Perch. But they actually are getting different sizes already. Not much junk lately though, right? All we've got was one kelp this whole time. So the other thing that I think we're missing here is that there needs to be a little bit more junk. You probably get a lot more of it, wouldn't you, in the
How's it going,
when you're
Cobber?
level 1. Yeah, really good, man. There's little things I'm learning while I'm testing, but all in all, you know, we're catching fish
Yeah,
and
nice.
working. Have you seen it yet?
No, are you streaming?
Yeah, check it out. YouTube, Twitch, or
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, it looks good, man.
So we're gonna fill up our bag. I've been explaining the different features of fishing while I've been streaming and what we've implemented here.
Yeah, nice.
We're gonna see, I'm not sure on the commands yet if we can somehow spawn an agent next to us to actually do some fishing.
Yeah.
It doesn't struggle
That's
with
cool.
detention, but the server, it makes the decision and then it gets a response on whether or not it's gonna be successful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you want the... So you want anything that's like success fail or like anything like that, or should all be server side, otherwise people can
Yeah, it was
spoof
interesting.
it
I was
from
just
their end.
explaining that. So apparently, yeah, everything is server side.
Yeah, yeah.
Already.
Any logic should be server side. The front end, the client should only handle like
Displaying
the server
what's happening,
says.
yeah. Seems like
It
we
should just
caught a
be
lot
a
of
visual
sturgeons.
thing.
So the other things that that I've realized while testing is total weight. Should weights change? Should there be a minimum fishing level that's required
Yeah.
for the fish? Because we're already catching like good catches here. And
Yeah.
there's maybe a little bit more junk because caught to level 1. So I think you've only got a 20% to get junk versus an 80% chance to get a raw minnow.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I even fixed quite a bit today. Like there's now icons when the fish drop on the ground. We improved the rod quite a bit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you got the animation and everything. You got the
Yeah.
little bobber.
There we go. See, that's an old boot. So we'll drop that on the ground. Look,
Oh, there you
old
go.
boot. Just there when he's reeling, the rod goes a bit to the left of the hand, but
Yeah.
so we're just gonna keep going till we fill our bag and see a fish start dropping to the ground. Put in a casting sound today as well. There was no casting. Put that
Yeah,
in.
nice.
You get a bite, you get that noise. So next one, we should see a fish drop to the ground here. That drop doesn't look like it, eh? Things. Just check if things drop to the ground overfull. That could be bad and good. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I assume if it's not, it's like a game-wide issue rather than a fishing issue.
Yeah. So it looks like they don't.
So that's something that I would put in a separate PR if you fix that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either like separate work tree and just fix issue with items not, and then that's a very small PR that's like very easy to review and manage.
Yeah. So, gonna check if we get any servers going here. I think the problem is that it wants me to log into the data config. There's an agent thing. There's a thing to spin up agents. Let's say it might not give them rods. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's fair.
Let's try it. Okay. There's an agent client, apparently.
Oh, so they run their own clients.
I feel that it does, yeah. Thing I realized in the admin version is you can teleport yourself around.
Mm.
What happened to my god? That was weird. When I did that, it gave me... It's filling with the things that I'd already chucked out, you know what I mean? The inventory kept filling up. So that's another thing that we need to write down. Inventory was refilling after not dropping. Yeah, you can teleport around the map, but if I teleport to Aldermark, there's nothing there.
Yeah. Okay. It might just be sitting in a database on his server.
Yeah.
Like the locations and things.
Yep.
Like where everything's placed.
Agent. The agent file's copied. Then it's saying in data config. Can't be client, it has to be server, doesn't it? Yeah. Then there's just source. We might need to search there's config.toml. Agent client config.tml.in. Example data. Open. Add. Yeah. For NPCs. For Angler. Okay. Try that. See how we go, huh? The guards and the merchants setting up, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Let's have a look. That means if we teleport to Aldermark, we should be able to see the NPCs there if they actually spawn. Oh. What's going on there? Wait, there's Carl. Do you see him? That was funny. Carl's there. Say hello, Carl. Gonna talk. I might need the codex integration because some of these are run on different LLMs.
Mm.
I have a feeling like you might need to follow a proper agent setup to get them.
Yeah, it's fair. You probably just need the API key for whatever
Codex.
LLM he's using, or you can probably edit it to use whatever one you
Yeah,
want.
well, I put one for Claude. Considering how to get that. Might need to do some extra work, huh?
Yeah, always the way, mate.
Probably need to get the agent sorted before we do the PI.
Yeah, I'd have it like feature complete, like, so, because if there's anything like obviously broken, it's just gonna get
Connected.
Yeah, it's just easier if everything works.
Yeah, I think tonight, I'll just work on making sure that the agent can spawn in and fish, right? And
Yeah.
work out how to get the town. There's something missing there with the town. Let's do a few more fishes and then I'll call the stream for today. If it's not recognizing water here now. But that is. Let's drop rod again. See if that has it. Doesn't want to fish anymore. Yeah? That's interesting.
Yeah. Don't know, bug.
Yeah. Wonder if it had anything to do with the bag maxing out.
Don't know.
Ah, look, it's fishing again there. Could have been the depth, potentially, of the river.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we'll do a little bit more work tonight, but wanted to do that overview video for everyone on how fishing works. So that mostly is, besides a little bug or two and some agent testing that we'll do tonight, this is the fishing contribution for OpenMMO. A short skill-based struggle, and we'll start to work on some meaningful progression and equal rewards for humans and agents, where the fish cost equal catch and weight with 5 tiers, So if you want to see this hopefully make it into a PR, keep following and we'll see how we can develop it and work to get it into the game. The next set of ideas that I have once we iron this out is nighttime and daytime fishing, changing the fish, adding in more fish, beach and inland, river fishing, and just some normal non-skill based fishing. Having unique weights and trophy fish, and maybe recording who's caught the biggest and heaviest fish and see if there's any way to have like a town leaderboard or some AI involvement there. Then potentially fishing gear or mounts that you can only get from fishing if we put mounts into the game. And the last idea I have, stealing a bit from UO here, is the having mobs or fish boss that actually spawn and attack you while you're fishing. So thanks everyone for hanging out today. That's the fishing that we're starting the base of in OpenMMO. I'll put the edited breakdown of the feature overview in the comments below. And thank you for hanging out today, and take care and have a good day.